This video is made for adult collectors of the product and is not made for kids. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, it's AuraDragoon today with the Beyblade X, and today we are doing an unboxing video. Today we have a massive unboxing video because I'm going to be unboxing 3 Beyblades at the same time because I was considering making these separate, but with how recent my CX unboxings were, I feel it's probably just best if I just combine these unboxings into one. So yeah, we have Hasbro versions of the CX system. We have Courage DRAN, Arc Wizard, and Dark PERSEUS. So yeah, these are being currently sold in Smiths. Also Reaper Incendio is there, but I didn't feel like getting a Reaper Incendio because I already have most of the parts in stock, like spare parts, except for Reaper, which is being used on my Rhino Reaper. But yeah, I'm not gonna really miss it, so I'm just might get it another time or something, maybe. So yeah, there was also the Jurassic World collab thing there, but I'm gonna get that next week because I didn't have enough money for it. So yeah, we have these bays here ready to unbox, and yeah, these are the Hasbro versions of the CX Beyblades. And the funny thing is, these were revealed right before, like sometime before the Takara Tomy CX even came out. In fact, I saw some people managed to get the Hasbro version of these before the Takara Tomy version even came out. So yeah, that's insane. So yeah, the CX hype is real, even if the bays aren't really that great so far, unless you count Pegasus Blast, which I've seen, and I'm hoping that it's awesome, is as awesome as people saying it is. So yeah, this is the back of the boxes. Telling you all about the parts, because the thing is, so the lock chips named the same. Primary blade is different because it used to be called the main blade, and auxiliary blade is also different because it used to be called the assist blade. But cool. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just start. So yeah, let's just do the 3, 2, 1 rally rip things. Let's just see if I can grab it. Say it. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And 3, 2, 1, let it rip. There we go. And now let's open these bad boys up. Ciao. Alright, so we have all the parts out right here. And yeah, so let's get started. So first of all these bays come with this launcher, the Proto Launcher, just your basic launcher. You can use it if you want to, but like there are like better options for it, like, you know, the Hold Launcher or the Victory Grip Launcher and the String Launcher, and even the normal winder launcher. So yeah, there's a bunch of better options, but if you want to use this, to each their own, because you can even put a different winder and get an even more powerful launch out of it. Though it is very hard because like you have to find a way to hold on to it and not lose control of it, because look at this, just because this seems easy until you actually have to put a Beyblade on it, because like, yeah, you could do it, but why? I mean, some motherfuckers want to try to ice skate uphill, but to each their own. So yeah, so all 3 of these come with a Proto Launcher. So yeah, probably make a fortune selling all my spare launchers. So yeah, so first off, before I get into the Beyblades, I want to say that I'm actually glad that this third system for Beyblade X has not been nerfed like the previous time Beyblade has come out with a third system, because like if I had a nickel for every time Hasbro nerfed a third system in Beyblade, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's fucked up that it happened twice. Put a picture of Cosmic Pegasus and Wonder Valtryek on the screen, if I remember to do that. But yeah, so this is not a Metal Fury or Slingshot situation. These systems are completely the same way they were in Japan, so that's where I'm not even like they're pretty much the same. The only difference is that they have QR codes on them, and yeah, so it's pretty much these based. So yeah, no difference, which makes it good, because if you want spare parts like I do, then yeah, this is the perfect way to get them. I just realized that these are not as centered as I wanted it to be, so I have to move it a bit. There we go. So let's start off with Courage DRAN. So we have the lock chip, which is the thing that keeps it together, and we have a DRAN sticker on here. Like, all the lock chips are designed the same except for the Valkyrie one, the new one, which has metal on it. But yeah, aside from that one, all of them are the same, just they have different designs on them. So yeah, we have a cool one for DRAN here, which is basically the DRAN sword design, but like beefed up, which I kind of fuck with. So yeah, next up is the primary blade, and yeah, Brave is such a good blade, Prime Blade, like at least for CX, because even though Blast is better and Rush is better at times, this gets the job done if you try hard enough, especially if you put it on like the Jaggy auxiliary / assist blade. So yeah, like if you put the right stuff on it and put it on a low height, it's really good. So yeah, that's really good, because like I wouldn't say it's Aero Pegasus, Pegasus Blast, Drawn Buster, Impact Drake good, but it's decent. I give it that. So yeah, it's cool. Not the best, but cool. It does its job pretty well. And yeah, I also like the fact that it's named after one of my favorite versions of Valkyrie, the Brave Valkyrie. So yeah, like I'm kind of low-key shocked that the rare they get wasn't Valkyrie Brave Slash. But I'm actually glad it comes with its own main blade. But yeah, enough about that. This blade looks cool and it does well. So yeah, really good for attack. Not so much for defense, because I tried using it on defense. Cough. Rhino Brave cough. But yeah, it does pretty well for attack. So yeah, if you want to see my fresher thoughts on it, check out my Drawn Brave unboxing. Or this is called Courage, actually. I just remembered. This is called Courage in the Hasbro format. Excuse me, did I call it Brave? Oh, damn it. I'm sorry. Courage. Courage in the Hasbro format. So sorry about that. Just, yeah. Courage. Yeah. So next up we have Slash. And yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, just the assist blade. Like, it's actually one of the lower heights ones, but it's kind of more fucked up because, like, on the Slash, or the Courage main blade, the primary blade, it actually pokes out, which kind of, like, nerfs its attack potential a bit. But on other stuff, you can get it to work, like on Brush. But yeah, it is kind of controversial blade because even though it's low, it actually pokes out, which kind of sucks. Which having low auxiliary blade is good, because the lower it is, the less top heavy it is, because the problem with CX right now, it's very top heavy because of the way the system is designed. So yeah, just not that well of a designed system. But yeah, I mean, hopefully if they do a system like this, they'll fix it. But here's hoping, I guess. So yeah, this is the assist blade or auxiliary blade Slash. Pretty decent. Next up is 660, and it's alright. It's pretty much just 360, but less burst resistance, because like a little extra weight, less burst resistance. So yeah, because like it's kind of bursts more because, you know, it's kind of a bit more bumpy. So, yeah. Like, if you can get it to work, good on you, but I'm not a big fan of it, so, yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty much just my thought on 660, because it's just 360, but with extra contact points. Next up is Vortex, and this is Cyclone, but wider and for right spin Beyblades. So it's alright. Like, if you like using flat, then you'd like using this because it's a little bit faster. But I'd say Cyclone's a bit better because it's pretty much just Rush with like faster Extreme Dash. But this is cool too. Does the job well. I haven't seen this much in competitive, but if you can get it to work, good on you. So, yeah. Like, I put in the same thing here as flat because, you know, it's pretty much just flat with a swirl and a bit more aggressive. So, yeah, that's all there is to it. Next up is Wizard. And yeah, this is pretty much the Wizard design. Makes it look like it's doing a final flash. So, yeah, it looks cool. And same thing with all the other lock chips, because, you know, all the lock chips are the exact same. And moving on from that, we have the primary blade, Arc, and it's alright it's good for defense, really, because that's what I found. It's good for defense, but not stamina. So it's better at attack than it is stamina, because it kind of like has like these contact points here, where it's just kind of like too, you know, rigid to be for stamina. So really good for defense and stamina. Like, I like it just for those reasons, but not stamina. So it looks cool. Kind of reminds me of Vulcan and Susanoo from Metal Fight. So yeah, I like it. Like the design. Next up is Round, and yeah, this is an alright auxiliary blade, because like it's meant to be round. We also have these two contact points that may catch onto the opponent, and also it's tall, so like it does suffer from the height thing. And yeah, it's an like auxiliary blade, because like it's too tall to be that functional, and like the roundness doesn't really help at all. So like they just made a better version of this recently with Wheel from Flame Serbius, or Serbius Flame. But yeah, this is the failed prototype of Wheel, because like it's just not round enough. They try to add some like air holes to make it better at stamina, but that doesn't work because Wizard Arc's pretty terrible at stamina. It doesn't help to give it a 4 ratchet, which, you know, is terrible at stamina. But this is actually pretty good, because like the low stuff, this makes it really low, and yeah, this is the lowest ratchet that is currently available. So yeah, this is really good. However, this will become obsolete eventually, because they're making a 450 that isn't as burst prone as this is, because this is pretty burst prone because it's a 55 ratchet, so it's like it doesn't have a lock mechanism. It just put it on, and yeah, no bits have burst resistance on it, no matter if they have a thick resistor or a slim resistor. So yeah, this thing will become obsolete. Like I've only put it on Impact Rake with Under Needle, and also I might put it on ADZX Elevate. So, but yeah, like it's currently right now, it's like very useful if you find the burst risk not that big of a deal, but it will become obsolete eventually thanks to 450. So yeah, enjoy it while you can, because eventually it will become mundane or futile to use because of 450. But next up we have Low Orb, and this is the lowest stamina bit we have. So yeah, this is more of a defense bit, because Orb is really better for defense than it is stamina, because it does have decent stamina behind it. However, because of the small tip surface, it's good for defense, because like, you know, very small surface. Ball has better stamina, and Free Ball has better stamina, but yeah, if you want to use this for stamina or defense, go right ahead. It's really good. Like, yeah, Low Orb, really good at what it does. And yeah, if you want to see my more in-depth and more fresher thoughts on these, check out my Wizard Arc unboxing. Next up we have Perseus, and yeah, this I like the fact that on the face is a homage to Gravity Perseus, because this is a Gravity Perseus homage. The only thing I wish they did is give it dual spin, but yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like the cool design on it. Looks awesome. Next up is Dark, and this is pretty much just an evolved version of Lance. Like from like Night Lance. Like this is Night Lance, but like a bit more aggressive and big. And yeah, like not sure if this is really good for defense or not, because I only used it once and it wasn't that great for defense, but it might be decent for attack because of how, you know, these contact points are, so I'll have to give that a try. So I'll test it out for both defense and attack, because yeah, it's definitely not good for stamina because, you know, this shape is too aggressive. So yeah, looks really cool. And yeah, don't really see it much in competitive because it's probably just an okay primary blade, but yeah, it's cool to have. Fine, nice addition to the collection. The next up is Bump, and this is really good for defense because, like, even though it's tall, it's very, very like kind of like walled. It's like if you put this on like Arc, you get a really good like primary blade auxiliary blade combination, because you just kind of like make it really good at defense because you have like, you know. Yeah, this is really good for defense. I mean, it's tall, but it's really good for defense because it has decent weight behind it, and it's also quite, you know, tanky. I like it. I like it for defense. So yeah, this is a really good auxiliary blade. I love it. I love it. So yeah. Next up we have 680, and this is pretty much a 360, and 680 is kind of mid as hell because, like, you know what I said about 360 being good with burst resistance? 380 is alright burst resistance, but like 680, it's not as bad as 480, but like it's very easy to catch on because, like, it's very, you know, a lot of context on it, and they're not smooth over at all because, like, you could just catch on to these like kind of like a very easy because it's like kind of like a sexagon or whatever it is. It's not an octagon. It's a hexagon, I think. Yeah, it's a hexagon shaped ratchet, I just realized. Hexagon shaped ratchet. Oh well. So yeah, pretty easy to get burst with this, and it's also pretty easy to get burst with this because like people try to tell me, oh, wedge is pretty good for defense, but I won't believe it. But I've seen many people just say, oh, it's good if you put it on Phoenix. I will test that in the combo testings, but in my personal opinion, I don't like this because it's like it's pretty much just spike with like extra stamina because the tip surface is not as like outward, and it also has like the same gear ratio as Rush, so like, oh god, so like it wastes less stamina on Extreme Dash, but like, nah, I'm not really a big fan of it. Like, I kind of wish they made the tip surface here wider, because like they literally made it spike wider for like bound spike, because if they gave it normal spike here, it would probably just die constantly. So yeah, the fact they didn't give this a wider thing is kind of sad, especially when like it'd be pretty good because it'd be custom to semi defense, but nope, they have this little poke thing here, and I'm not really a big fan of it. So yeah, people say it's good though, but I'll have to test that out just to see. I'll see it when I believe it. So yeah, it's time to put all these together because, you know, that's what we want to see, these bays being put together. Welcome to Hero Factory. I don't remember that series, that Lego series, Lego Hero Factory. I do. Kinda got bored one time and watched it like recently. I don't remember if it was this year or last year, but it was cool. So yeah, So here we have it, the 3 CX bays. The first 3 CX bays, even though it should be first 4 because, you know, Reaper and Incendio, but yeah. Oh, we have Courage Drawn /660 Vortex. Really cool. And it's pretty similar to the Karatomi version. It's just, this one's a bit more shiny. And this one's a bit more damaged because I've used this a lot more. So, yep, this seems to be a kind of blurry camera. You just wipe it a bit. There we go. So yeah, the Hasbro version is way more fresh, and then we have Arc Wizard, which is the same bay as Wizard Arc, but you know, this one's damaged, this one's shinier, so yeah. Not really good for stamina this is, unfortunately, but at least it's nice to have extra, like extra parts, especially of Orband 455, especially while it's still relevant, because you know 450 will make it irrelevant. Then we have Dark Perseus, and yep, comparing it to my Karatomi version, and yep, you see this one's a lot more damage, this one's a lot more shiny. So yeah, and I've also lodged as a loss because you know you can see kind of it being worn down here. So yep. So that's all the bays in this video, and now we're going to do test battles. I'm not even going to bother taking Instagram photo of this because I already have like Instagram photo of the Karatomi versions. I'll just use all 3 of those for like the thumbnail. That's why I wanted to combine these 3 unboxings together, because you know it'll be easier and it won't just be a rehash. So yeah, on to the battle section. Battle stations. Alright, so we have all the Beyblades here. Ready here, and I have some opponents prepared for each of the bays. So yeah, for Drawn Brave I'll put it up against Wizard Rod or Wand Wizard. For Arc Wizard I'll put it up against Golem Rock or Rock Golem. And for Perseus Dark I'll put it up against Drawn Buster or Buster Drawn. So yeah, do a test spin first for each of these, because yeah, that's important. Test spin 1, and yeah, pretty much just like flat, but just a little bit faster, because the fact that it's kicking against the stadium, because it's technically the same gimmick as kick, but like for right spin only. So yeah, Wizard, Arc Wizard, just your normal stamina stuff, even though it's a bit imbalanced because of the way it is. Like, it tries to promote itself as a really short Beyblade, but because of the way it kind of gets fucked over by the fact that it's using a tall auxiliary blade, it's just not really that short. It's actually as tall as like a normal sized Beyblade. So yeah, just all the effort to making it shorter, utterly wasted. And then we have Perseus Dark. I hope this copy of Wedge isn't as fucked up as my current copy, my Karatomi copy, because my fucking hell, my Karatomi copy bit bursts a lot. So will that be the same here? Hopefully not, but this is showing a bit of imbalance. Let's just do some test battles now, and yeah, let's do this. So yeah, first off, Courage Drawn against Wand Wizard. Oh, big ol' hit. Yep, not really starting off the strongest. It could be worse. Yep. Failing at its job, it is. I'm gonna keep going until okay, there we go. I'll take that. True, I mean, not like bit burst, but like it's better than nothing, I guess. So yeah. So next up, we test Blizzard Wand by Stanima. Got outspun by Golem Lock. So I might have to, downgrade it to Shinobi Shadow. Oh, that's my alarm to go somewhere, but I have a bit of extra time. So yeah, let's do this. So let's just see if it can. Does it get outspun by Shinobi, not Shadow? No way. Okay, thankfully not, so yeah. Not everything is as bad as it seems. Now, let's just see how well it does. Dark Perseus does against this defense type as I put it up against Buster Drawn. So, ooh, extreme finish. So yeah, I'll count that. So, yep, that's gonna do it for today's video. So, yeah. But first, before the video ends, let's do combo testing, and this might be a long-ass combo testing because, you know, like I try to, because I'm implementing the strategy of, you know, less is more, so like less combos, but like I should hopefully tell you more about how competitive, useful each Beyblade is. But yeah, that might be this still might be long for this one because, you know, it's 3 whole ass Beyblades being tested. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this long combo testing. I'll see y'all all at the outro.
Okay, so yeah, this is editing AuraDragoon CX here, whatever, just, you know, I'm not sure what, but yeah, this is the combo testing portion of this video, and I'm not looking forward to edit this part, to be honest, because right now the unedited footage is fucking 2 hours long, and oh my god, it's gonna be the absolute fucking worst. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about one bay at a time because, yeah, just to make sure there's more talking than there is just, you know, silent bay clashing noises or whatever. I don't know, but yeah. First of all, Courage Strong, which by the way we'll also be referring to the bays in their with their Dakar Toy-Me names in this video, because yeah, I will not be giving rankings of the lock chips because all the lock chips are the same, except for Valkyrie, because, you know, that Valkyrie one has metal, but, you know, not going to talk about it. But yeah, let's talk about Drawn Brave, so, or Courage Drawn, whatever. So yeah, I've done testing each of the parts, and yeah, Drawn Brave, especially on Slash or Jaggy, does really well. Not S tier well, but like A tier well, so like it's decent. Slash is also decent, A tier, so yeah, both Brave and Slash are A tier, so yeah, this is an overall A tier release, and yeah. So yeah, this goes for the same for the 660 Ratchet, it's A tier, so Brave's really good for attack. Not so much for defense because, you know, fucking Rhino Reaper. No, Rhino Reaper. No, Rhino Brave, if you've seen that video. But yeah, but Slash is also good because it's short. Though it does have a problem where if you have to run it on like really short stuff because like it pokes out a lot on, like, you know, stuff like Brave. So yeah, there's that. But other than that, Slash is really good. And I hear Slash is supposed to be really great on like Blast, so yeah. Brave does really well, or Courage, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, 660 does well. It does well. It's pretty much a replacement for 360. So like if you want to run a deck of like 960, 360, and 660, go for it. So yeah, it's just 660 is just 360 with less stamina. So. Not less stamina, less burst resistance because it's more hexagonal, so yeah. The bit Vortex, however, is the only kind of bad part about the set. It's not really that bad, but it's just that there's a few problems with it for the fact that it like tips over very easily despite not being that tall, and it has like, you know, terrible stamina because of it, because like it just seems to keel over, like if it doesn't win within the first few seconds. So yeah, yeah. So like the blade, the main blade is A tier, the assist blade is A tier, the ratchet is A tier, and the bit is B tier, and the overall bay is A tier. So yeah. Then we have Wizard Arc, or Arc Wizard, whatever you want to call it. So the main blade is an A tier. It's good for defense, but not stamina. I mean, maybe you could run from stamina if you want, but it's more defense. And if you really want to attack, because it's not that good at attack, but if you wanted to look for attack, you can, because it is just about blunt enough. So yeah, it's good for defense and somewhat for attack. For stamina, no. Yeah. So the Arc Blade is Arc Main Blade is an A tier, but the Assist Blade around C tier, because like it's too tall and it's just too despite being called round, it's not round enough to really work. So like it probably gets caught on the other opponents a lot. So yeah, that usually just causes the losses a lot. So yes, like round is not that great, not really good at all. So yeah, that's a C tier. 455, pretty great ratchet. I mean, despite the low burst resistance, it gets the job done, but it will probably get outclassed soon because, you know, of the whole fucking goddamn, I'm missing my words, but because, you know, 450 is gonna come out soon, like in 2 weeks even from when I'm recording this, because it is currently the 27th of the 7th when I'm recording this, because yeah, early in the morning, and I had no fucking sleep. So yeah, good luck for me, good thing for me. I'm a dumbass. So yeah, 455, really good. It's just that like it's gonna become irrelevant soon because of 450. But yeah, 455 useful for now. So yeah, load orb. I was really gonna put an A tier, but then the more I think about it, it's S tier because like yes, normal orb is A tier, but low orb is S tier because it has that bit of stamina and it's low to the ground. It's not like as low as Underneedle, but like it's kind of a perfect blend and of that, like where it's like kind of like a combination of like Underneedle and Ball, where it's like low orb is basically that. It's really good. It's really good for like stamina stuff and defensive stuff. So yeah, overall, so the main blade is A tier, the assist blade is C tier, the ratchet is A tier, and the bit is S tier. So the overall all rank is B tier. Now we get to Perseus Dark, and yeah, would you believe me if I told you that the main blade was not good for defense, but actually it's actually good for attack instead? Would you believe it? So yeah, like put it on some like attack combination and it really works really well. So yeah, that's kind of surprising, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, Dark really good for attack, A tier I'd argue. Bump is also A tier because despite being tall, it's also really good for defense. So like bumpy and just round enough for defensive stuff to work. So like I really like Bump for defensive ratchets. So yeah, it's really good for defense. So yeah, I give Bump an A tier. 680 B tier because like, you know, you remember what I said about 360 being 660 being 360 for less persistent because it's hexagonal. Yeah, yeah, just take what I said about that, but like apply it to 680 because like the 80 height does not work well for 6. So yeah, Wedge. So yeah, B. Yeah, Wedge is a B tier. Like I was originally gonna give it like F tier, but after some testing, I kind of actually positively surprised by Wedge's performance. Like if you get really lucky and don't go up against the stamina type or attack type with like level or rush, you do really well because like Wedge's whole thing is just trying to stay in the stadium. So yeah, it's not as bad as Spike. So yeah, because the shape of the tip is actually better. So yeah, Wedge is decently good. So the main blade is A tier, the assist blade is A tier, the ratchet is B tier, and the bit is B tier. So the overall bay is B tier. So yeah, I could have gotten a health Reaper or Reaper Incendio, but I will probably save that for another time because I'm not sure if I'm going to actually do the Jurassic World unboxing next week or soon, because I just realized because of how, like, you know, almost 2 weeks away, the fucking you know, almost, well, yeah, the fucking Shark Scale and Samurai Caliber phase are 2 weeks away, so I gotta save up for them, and I don't have a lot of my savings right now because I kind of went crazy on the spending this month. This is July, by the way, so yeah, I might be fucked. So hopefully I'll manage to convince my granddad to, like, just get it, and I'll pay him eventually. So yeah, hopefully that works out because I am cooked, y'all. I am cooked as fuck. So yeah, that's just gonna do it for my speaking part of the combo testing. So yeah, let me just give you a recap just before we go. Not ranking the lock chips because they're all the same except for Valkyrie. Main blade drawn A tier, assist blade / A tier, ratchet 660 A tier, vortex bit B tier, main blade arc A tier, assist blade round C tier, ratchet 455 A tier, low orb S tier, main blade dark A tier, assist blade bumper. I should realize I haven't put as bump, but it's actually pumper. I'm an idiot. A tier, ratchet 680 B tier, wedge B tier, drawn brave, courage drawn, overall rank A tier, wizard arc wizard, overall rank B tier, Perseus dark Perseus, overall rank B tier. So yeah, so obviously the best out of all of 3 is drawn brave, obviously, because, you know, really good. It's not drawn buster good, but yeah, like, this stuff will get outclassed as it has performance eventually, because, like, you know, Fox Rush is a better release for, like, good attack parts, and Pegasus Blast, from what I've seen, because I don't have it yet, seems to be a fucking monster for, like, attack. So yeah, I have to get my hands on it and do testing on it, but yeah, this is going to be a painful combo testing to edit, so I will end this recording here, and I'll see you all at the end. And I know damn well that this won't be enough talking to cover the entire footage, so enjoy the sound of metal clanking against each other in an ASMR battle video style. Cheers. See ya at the end, fuckers.
bonus combo for y'all. Just gonna feel like it. Right up.
And with that, it's time to go to the end of the video.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that combo testing as well as this video, because right now I'm gonna end it here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. So yeah, and you guys, if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit the thumbs like button. Once more, subscribe, hit the notification bell. My socials should be Discord or my subreddit. Check the links in the description. My name's EMGG, I'll be much here. Signing out.